I don't think, by the time everyone starts talking about a particular location, it's already late for you that is going in there. It means that it has already peaked. It's already expensive, basically. So if you're such a person who likes to wait for people to start talking about the place where you're going, that means you like to buy late. And in this video today, we're going to help you address just that.
Basically, by the end of this video, you gain clarity on when is the best time for you to buy real estate. Is it 5 years ago or 10 years ago or even 10 years to come? When is the best time for you to buy real estate?
The best time to buy real estate is now. Basically, that is the only answer. There's no better answer than that. It's not 10 years later. It's actually now. And real estate goes very well with this popular saying. The popular saying goes, the best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago. The next best time is now. And that is how real estate actually is. It's now or never. No, now or now. Now or now. So, in as much as we have told you that now is the best time, but just knowing that is now is not enough information. It's not enough for you to say, oh, they say now, let's go. I'm going to do what? So, in this video, we're going to be telling you the things you need to know to make that best decision right now. Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to help you navigate through investing in real estate, especially if you are going to buy in Abuja, knowing that if I want to build a house as a wise man, as a wise woman, you have to sit down and count the cost, right? You have to know how much should the roofing cost me, how much should the foundation cost me. This helps you to know, okay, I have so and so money, it will help me up to this very level. And that is what this video will help you. It will help you know that, oh, investing in Abuja is great, but look at things I have to do. One, so that you don't lose your money. Two, you don't invest blindly. A lot of people invest blindly. Because we are interested in you buying here in Abuja, but we are way more interested in you investing right and smart. And that is what we are going to start with. So the first thing you have to do after we've established the fact that now is the best time for you to buy. So the next thing we have to talk about is the knowledge that comes with you investing in Abuja. Yes. So what are the basic things you have to know if you are looking to invest in Abuja? What do you think, Roy?
Okay, something I've been saying recently, and I'll keep saying it for as long as possible. If you have bought everywhere in Nigeria, and you haven't bought in Abuja, and you come to buy in Abuja, you're a first-time buyer.
Absolutely, yes.
Abuja will make you a first-time buyer because the real estate market is different in Abuja than it is in every other part of Nigeria. So the first thing is that you should know that Abuja real estate market is different. Know that it is different, and then there's something you said earlier about FCT and Abuja. I think it's a good place to say this.
Exactly. So you also know that FCT is different from Abuja. This is, if I have to explain this, it will take a lot of time to explain this simple sentence I just said. FCT is different from Abuja. So if you are buying from Abuja, you buy from Abuja. Sometimes people buy from FCT and they think they bought from Abuja. When they realize, they'll be like, oh, I thought I was buying from Abuja. So this knowledge we always share. If you check around our channel, you'll see a lot of video content we always churn out daily to help you invest smart. But in today's video, what other thing makes Abuja real estate unique? Apart from the phases, okay, maybe we can talk about the phases and also how does the government affect real estate investment right here, compared to other states?
So I'll be talking about two things intertwined in one. First of all, right, I think I would first talk about this government one before I come back to the patterns, because there are patterns in Abuja that if you look out for as a first time buyer, if you position yourself rightly, study these patterns and follow, then you're definitely going to buy right. But now, talking about government presence, there are particular things that if you see happening in the place, you follow it, you're definitely going to end up well. And she talked about government presence. Now, government presence simply means government interest. So if you realize that a particular location, especially in Abuja, has started to make the news, right? The minister has begun to talk about it. The news is beginning to carry this particular district. Much more, you now hear that, oh, so amount of money was brought out to put in this part of Abuja. Otilo, it's finished. It is finished. That place, it means that place is likely in for a boom.
Yeah.
Boom is always in for a boom. So this is one thing, whenever you hear that government presence is growing towards a particular district in Abuja, I don't think it's just an Abuja thing, actually. It happens
generally.
Yes. Government begins to grow towards a location, then that place is definitely going to begin to appreciate right here in Abuja and across the world as well.
So now that we've established the fact that now is the best time for you to buy, right? The next thing you have to do, you have to know.
Yes.
You have to study. And we've made it easier for you. There are a lot of knowledgeable videos we have shared, we constantly share for you to know. Then the next thing you have to do also is that you have to study the patterns. There are things that makes a location become the next big thing.
Yeah.
If you check people who, for example, people who buy real estate early, sometimes when you ask them question or you get into interview with them, like, why did you come here? Why did you buy at this point? You notice that they'll tell you, we just knew that here was going to open up and we went ahead and bought. Even when everybody will tell them, no, this place is bush, this place, there's no development, they still go ahead, buy, perfect their titles and wait for you because they know that development will still get there. Exactly. So patterns are absolutely necessary for you to study in Abuja real estate market. When we look at locations like Maitama, Gusape, all right, locations like that, people bought it early. People bought it very affordable.
Yes.
What made them buy that locations very early? It means that they knew that something, they knew that this location will boom in no distant time, and they bought. So now you didn't have the opportunity of buying in those locations right now. There are opportunities that are still showing up itself. It may not look like it. In fact, people will tell you, why are you buying this bush? All right, but if you understand that patterns always repeat itself, especially in Abuja, then you have to buy with wisdom. Go ahead in that location that does not look like it and eventually invest in that location.
Now, talking about patterns, still on patterns, right? Now, something very interesting, something very interesting happens right here. Now, if you look at, it's going to last.
All right.
So if you look at Abuja, right, there is Abuja, one thing that drives development, that drives real estate sales, that opens up a location in Abuja is good infrastructure. And this particular pattern happened in the north of Abuja. By north, I mean looking at the map, the upper part of Abuja, right? The road that connects from Asokoro town to most people call it the Kubo Express Road, that 10-lane road that cuts across Katampe, that separates Katampe from Katampe extension and goes all the way down. Now, when that road was being opened up, Katampe extension was still a what's that word? It's the word that was upcoming start. Yes,
exactly.
Upcoming
location. Yeah,
it was an upcoming location. But the moment that road was completed and Katampe extension just went boom, 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 went all the way up. It is a pattern. Now, that was even a major road, even within districts in Abuja. Once a particular road begins to take shape, right? Next thing.
Another example is Wuse and Wuye.
Yes, the Wuse Wuye bridge.
They offered people properties in Wuye. They said, no, that nothing is happening here.
Exactly.
And when the bridge just came, it became...
It's still hard to believe when someone tells me that, that once upon a time that rent in Wuye used to be like 4 million, 3 million for a 3-bedroom apartment, and now you're begging somebody to take your 8 million naira for the same thing. Imagine that, just because one infrastructure went past there. And that also brings me to another thing in the pattern that opens up your eyes, that lets you know that a location as a first-time buyer is something that is going to grow in time to come. We talk about government presence and now it's infrastructure, good roads. Once you hear that good infrastructure is coming, emphasis, good infrastructure. And what is good infrastructure? Just to give you the basic information or knowledge of what good infrastructure is. Roads and drainages. If you notice that road is coming there, but there's no drainage supporting it, it's not a quality project, because once it begins to rain, flood will spoil it. But once good road and drainage is coming that way, then it's a project or a road that is built to last. It means that they want the place to open up for economic growth, for population growth, for that place to actually boom. So if you notice that a location infrastructure is being built towards it, then it's actually a place to strategically go and position yourself in and say, okay, let's get ready here for the growing population and be able to make some good money from it.
The third thing we are going to talk about is wealth comes before it is obvious. If you take a look at good wealthy people you know, or the good wealthy names you know in Nigeria, they always have a form of real estate portfolio attached to them. Have you asked yourself why? Why is it that they always, even if it's not public, they always have either an estate or a bungalow or something that will help them, that is helping fund their lifestyle? Because real estate investment is one of the oldest forms of investment. So if you have people who open the door for you, who give you an advantage for you to invest, absolutely great. You are a superstar. But if you're someone watching this video, you've not had someone around you invest in real estate. You've always seen people from afar do that. This is an opportunity for you to start now, to opening doors for the people coming after you. So wealth is built when you start early. Now that you are clear on the investment of real estate, start small. You don't have to start with a lot, because sometimes it's high risk. So start small, but grow. You have to grow, because when you buy locations that are upcoming and you just go ahead to buy one plot, at the end of the day, you wish you had bought more. So the game, or the game of numbers in this, is that you buy more than one, because that other one will fund one, if that's what you want. Other people, they'll just sell the two out and move out. All right, but real estate investment is something everybody should have an idea on, because that is one way you can secure your money, you can preserve your money, you can grow your money, and you can build wealth for people coming after you. So that is one thing. Another thing that will help you looking to invest now in real estate. So can we move further to do you have something to say regarding this building wealth? All right, so the next point is what we'll talk about, how wealth-minded people think. All right, I'll just talk a little bit about that, because it also affects your investment. All right, you get to see people want to tell you, oh, I want to invest in real estate, and in the next 6 months I want 30%. Please, if you are that kind of person, real estate is not for you. All right, real estate is not quick cash. It's not something you invest, get
rich quick.
Get rich quick. No, that's not real estate for you. All right, so it's a way of thinking. It's a way for you to, all right, put your money in something that would not reduce the value. All right, whilst getting something tangible for you. I don't know how to explain it, right?
It grows
over time. All right, your money is not losing its value, and it's still getting something for you, just 12 benefits. All right, so how wealth-minded people think, it helps them also invest right and invest well. Up to now, if you also have questions regarding this video, you also let us know in the comment section. And as we also talk about this, educate you and all that, we also have properties that can literally fit into this topic. And we have a property right now in Apo Wasa that is currently selling for 7 million naira for 150 square meters. And I believe strongly, I don't know why, but 150 square meters in Abuja real estate always sells us fast. Please, can somebody let us know in the comment section why? Why is that in an estate, 150 square meters is the biggest, the highest
number of plots,
right? And it sells out more all the time. All right, so with 7 million naira, you can get a 150 square meters, all right, in Apo Wasa. And what's something about Apo Wasa that people should also know? Maybe we can talk about the road and also the advantage, so that people can have a clarity on how now is the best time, and most especially we are giving you a solution.
Okay, so I'll just talk about 3 things basically. What makes Apo Wasa stand out? 1, Apo Wasa district is already FCDA approved. What that means is that if you're getting land there, there's no hassle, there's nothing to be afraid of, because the area is already FCDA approved. Okay, that's 1. 2 is that infrastructure. I mentioned infrastructure, government presence. Infrastructure is already growing towards there. There's a 10-lane outer southern expressway that is growing that way, right? Compass, Apo resettlement, Apo ShopRite, Apo Mechanic, and going down and connecting Apo to Karshi. Beautiful infrastructure going that way. 3 is population shift, population growth. So news has it that the Apo mechanic that you know is going to be relocated from where they are, because obviously where they are, it's temporary, it's in between the 10-lane road. Exactly. They are going to be moved to the Wasa district, and there's over 400 hectares of land for that course. So when population moves to that place, of course, that means it is opening up and it makes it a good place for you to buy and position yourself. So yes, Crystal Estate in Apo Wasa is a good opportunity for you to actually lock in or be a part of what we are talking about now, going in early and buy now. It's a good place for you to buy now because of the knowledge you have about it, right?
Exactly. All right, so now that we've also established the fact again that now is the best time for you to buy, and also you have to know, you have to have the knowledge on investment, especially if you are investing in Abuja, right? If you've invested in any other states, don't come with that mindset to Abuja. Some people will be like, oh, but in Lagos, but in Enugu, Abuja is different. All right, that's one thing knowledge will help you understand, especially if you're looking to invest here. Then the next thing is patterns. There are always patterns to these things. People follow patterns. All right, you don't have to generate a new system again. There's already a pattern. Just go ahead when somewhere is literal bush. Buy great properties and solid titles, and allow time do the rest for you.
And buy more than one.
And buy more than one. You have to, but that's how the game of numbers happen. Because sometimes when the place booms up, you're not like, I wish I bought more than one. All right, so buy more than one, because real estate is genuine, is definite, is guaranteed that this location, this property will definitely increase. All right, and the last thing we are going to be talking about, or what's something you are going to use to end what we are talking about generally, or a lesson that people can also pick as we round up this video.
Okay, while she was talking about what we need to add that line of buy more than one was, of course, you don't have all the time, but when she was saying that, the story just came into my head. I'll just say quickly about when it was a part of Abuja now that's being referred to as Asokoro extension, I think, yes. Then when that place was coming up, this particular person, it's a lady, she bought about 4 or 5 plots, then for like less than 5 million naira, 500 square meter plots. She bought more than one, right? And now that same plot is sitting for over 55 million naira, that same plot. And when she was saying that, something just came to my mind. Imagine she had bought only one. Later we buy ones when it would be hard for you to even sell.
Exactly.
You don't know if you should sell. If you hold this and maybe to increase some muscle, you will sell. And but if you had bought more than one, you will easily smile, just sell one, and still
nothing moves. Exactly.
Right? So yeah, I think if you can afford to buy more than one, that's where payment plans come in.
Exactly.
Yes, you can actually. You're always doing yourself good when you're buying more than one. There's no better way to say that. That's all I can tell you.
Exactly. So my own concluding words regarding this is this: at whatever level you are, you have to seek to know. You have to, even if you don't have the time, you have to get someone who will explain it to you. Get professionals who will explain Abuja real estate to you. There's some people who literally sit down and plot, because Abuja master plan. Abuja was planned before it came, before it is. All right. So imagine how maybe a place has been planned on paper. This place is road. This place is school. This place is everything has been planned. There's an Abuja master plan already before its existence. So it's easier for you to know locations that are great or locations that are solid, and you can go ahead of there early. And with this knowledge also, you can also avoid buying wrong properties. There are some people that go ahead to buy properties that are maybe, you are buying residential properties, but you went ahead to pay for green areas. Yes, so you bought properties that are supposed to be for the hospital or general hospital. You went because you didn't buy right, you didn't buy the great title and all that. So knowledge does wonders for you when it comes to Abuja real estate. And we've made this thing very easy for you. If you've stayed in our channel for so long, you understand that all we do for you is to explain and educate you, so that as you also buy, you buy right. Right? People have bought in locations that at the end of the day, the properties were demolished, not because they bought wrong properties, but they bought wrong titles. They bought properties or the titles that are not supposed to be for residential. And eventually when development got to that place, the property was being demolished. So this is what I'll have to say as we round off this video, and we'll expect that if you have further questions or further clarification regarding our property in Apo Wasa, please let us know in the comment section. There's a number shown in the description, right?
Yep.
Or in the comment section, there's a number there you can reach out to us immediately. We will attend to you, so you can become first partakers or subsequent partakers, because a lot of people have bought from the location.
Yeah.
All right, so you can join this crew and grow your wealth using real estate.
All right, that's the much we can bring your way today. We exist to ensure that you make the best buying decision or investment decision when it comes to real estate.
You just summarized it.
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically. And of course, that's why we're here as well. After you have gained the knowledge to make the best decision, it will be only good for you to pay us back by reaching out to us.
Exactly.
Right? And we are here for that. So if you want to do that, call the number in the description and reach out to us, and we'll help you make the best buying decisions when it comes to real estate in Abuja.
Exactly.
So
come your way again.
Bye for now, and continue investing rightly in Abuja's real estate. Bye for now.